lovely month for me, aside from the breaking out. What is this? What is this? I'm excited for June. Got so much planned for June. I don't think I'm gonna have a single free day in June, but we like it like that. I'm gonna do my faves of the month. Now, I don't have any new music faves. I've been listening to the same shit. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I'm just waiting for my faves to release new music. Like, Ray just released her album, so that is on that playlist. If you watch my last few months of my faves, it's on there. 21 Pilots aren't going to release anything in ages. Hayley Williams also isn't going to release anything. Both of their recent albums and releases are also still on my everyday playlist. For reference, it takes like maximum 6 months for like a song to get off of my daily playlist. Both have been on there much longer. I think 21 Pilots has been on there for over a year, which just doesn't happen with me. I get very tired of songs quite easily. And they're my faves. What? You're okay. Hi. Do you want to come see the mommy? No. Okay. Yeah. So I'm a bit meh with music at the moment. As in, not listening to anything new. Listening to a lot of old stuff. Like, stuff I used to listen to when I was a teenager because nostalgia. I'm not really one for nostalgia, but there were some bangers on my old playlist, let's just say that. So I'll go into the rest of what I have been consuming. I want to start with games because usually I don't talk about games, so games is going to replace music this month. I started Liss Double Exposure. Everybody cheered. Everybody cheered. How did you get there? You did that so quick. Good boy. Ooh, my cutie booty. I didn't care about playing Liss DE until Liss Reunion came out, and I was like, there's gonna be context here that I need to have. So I'm playing Liss DE because Liss Reunion I can't even play because they released it on one thing. Not Switch, not Steam, nada. So I can't even play that yet. God knows if they'll ever release it in a way that I can play. I'll find a fucking way. But until then I thought, fuck it, I'll just get DE. Had a gift card, so I was like, I'm gonna use this on DE, so I'm not even spending money on this. I've literally played like 5 minutes, but I am so happy to be back in the Liss world. I've missed it dearly. I have over the past few months, like in and out, played Liss 2. I fear it's gonna hurt me, so I'm not afraid about DE. I feel like DE reminds me of True Colors, which didn't hurt me at all. Whereas Liss 1, the OG, and Before the Storm, lives were changed in the worst way possible. So yeah, I am happy to play this. I will do Liss 2 at some point. I will. I'm not in the mood to cry at the moment, so we'll keep it there. I also played the Tamagotchi Life demo, which was really fun. I like to play demos before buying things because there's been times where I've bought something and I'm like, this is ass. I just spent money on this and this is ass. It was really, really fun though, so I would probably get it at some point, but it would have to be on a sale. I don't think it's one of those games where it can get boring really easily. A little bit like Animal Crossing for me. I said it. Finally, Lemon Cake. Lemon Cake I'm gonna do a full review on lemon cake in a video because it's so cute and I genuinely have a good time playing it. But there are some things that piss me off about it. These are all my faves as well, so like, you know I'm a real bitch because I'm giving you the criticism. It's fun though. I'm having a blast. I've been playing this for a couple of weeks now. And of course, best till last, Paralives. It is the best. I have a full like review of my first week playing it coming out next week, I think, and I'm really excited for that because these are my first thoughts. Like, obviously it's only been out a week, there's going to be so much change. They've already released a bug fix in like the first 6 days, not even a week, so really impressive. And there's going to be so much change that I think really continue to talk about it because I love Paralives. I've been following them for years, waited for years. So I won't give you my full thoughts now, but just know that out of all these games, this is my number one. Because I'm a real bitch. Okay. Shows. Okay, so I watched, these are two really differing ones. I love true crime, as most of you know, and I watched the second season of Worst Ex Ever, which was really good. Unfortunately, it was a great season. I do love the Worst Blank Ever series. Is like the Worst Roommate Ever, which low-key I think is worse than Worst Ex Ever. That shit's scary as fuck. But yeah, it was really good. If you don't like true crime, you won't like this, but this shit, it was good. And then The Burrows, which is really different, I think, but it was created by the Duffer Brothers, you can tell. I actually want to do a full review on this show because I have some critiques. Aside from my critiques, I really enjoyed it, and the actors in it are amazing. They're also legendary. Alfred Molina, come on now. Spider Gang, we up. It was really fun, and it's also the kind of thing that I enjoy. 80s mystery, aliens. Oh, love it. I love it. I love that shit. So, a very good show. I do have my critiques, however. Should we talk about the character based off of Harry Styles, which they denied, but is way too clear, or the character that is quite literally Hopper? The lack of creativity astounds me. When I say I could do it better, I'm not joking. I have the green film. I could do it better. And then movies. There are 2 short films I watched on the airplane back from my holiday. One was called Demons, which was a UK short film, which was about a queer man, and this was amazing. It was called Demons. And then there was another one which was American called Hatchlings. I loved this one. Oh my god, I wanted to cry on the plane. Both really good short films. Really recommend them. If you're ever on American Airlines, you will be able to watch them, so do it. But the one film that fucked me up, and I already did a video on this that did quite well on here, was The Crash, which is a true crime documentary. I have been recommending this to everybody that I know, so I'm recommending it to you. Apparently the Hulu one is better. I haven't watched it yet. I do want to. I probably will. So we'll see. But I think it was a good introduction into the case. Not a full in-depth review, but a great introduction into the case. I didn't know about it, so it was very interesting. And finally, books. We had a solid fucking month for books, bitches. I'm back. I read like 15 books. I think I read like 5 a couple months ago, and I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. I felt so depressed. I read 15, bitch. I read 15! I think I read more than that, honestly. But I also am in my graphic novels era, unintentionally. I got sent a bunch from authors. I'll go over them. So we have Books, Iced Coffee and the Cider Dragons by Amanda Lovelace, which was one of the... I love this. Sapphic, fantasy, small town, books and iced coffee, my favourite things. FMC has PCOS. Side character, old man, cutie pie. The, like, in an era of AI, I've decided to be on my graphic novel bullshit because the drawings of the illustrations of all of these that I'm going to mention, because there's 3 in here, were so stunning, like so beautiful. So shout out to the illustrators too. Yeah, this was 5 stars for me. And then I read Funny Story by Emily Henry. Yeah, this is why I read people's entire discography before making a decision, because when I read People We Meet on Vacation, I hated it. I still to this day hate that book, but every other book by Emily Henry that I've read since has been a 5-star. And I hated, for example, Evelyn Hugo. I don't really fuck with TJR for several reasons, but for example, at the same time after that book, again years ago, I also read Daisy Jones and loved it. So I'm always up for reading books by people that I don't really fuck with initially, because I think sometimes it's just the story you don't fuck with. Not all the time, sometimes. That was also 5 stars. Then I read Astrology, A Graphic History by Carmen Guasco, I think is how you say it, her name. Such a fun concept. It was about an Asian British woman who kind of, her grandmother dies, there's no one in her family left but her, and she learns about astrology through the things that her grandmother has left behind, and she goes through the seasons. So if you don't know, in astrology, there are 4 seasons, like in a year, so she basically goes through a year and we oversee like her growth and like what she's learned through the astrological seasons. It was so fun. It was such a fun concept. Again, beautiful illustration. I'm an astrology bitch. I'm a British bitch. I'm here for a bitch. Then, I read Love at First Fright by Nadia El Fassi, who I love, who we know, we're friends. She's awesome. I loved this. I love when there are paranormal books that aren't like too overtly paranormal, like they're set in the real world and like the paranormal is just a hint. There was I think it was Ghost of a Chance I read the other month, which was also one of my faves. Very alike in that sense of like the real world, this is a romance, hey, there's a bit of paranormal. Also, Rosie Darnan's, one of Rosie Darnan's books about a werewolf. Again, you would think like it's a werewolf. It literally comes into it for like not a split second at all, but like it's the real world. The kind of magic behind it isn't really explained, but it's so fun and well done. So I do have a thing for that kind of like cross genre that isn't too heavy on the paranormal, as well as a massive love for like paranormal fantasy fiction. These are all 5 stars, by the way, I think. Some might be 4. Finally, Legends and Lattes, a graphic novel. The publishers who publish everything by Travis Baldree love me, because I read everything that man puts out. They have sent me every single book, from the prequel, sequel, the graphic novel of the OG, like you name it, it's been given to me. So thank you to them, I feel blessed. This was the graphic novel of the original book, and obviously I love the original book, 5 stars. So I loved this, but the illustration, I loved it. I feel like Legends and Lies is such a book that suits illustration, and suits being drawn that this only makes sense to me. Like, I don't think every book needs this or would fit this, but Legends and Lies 100%. So yeah, that one, Astrology, A Graphic History, and Books, Iced Coffee, and A Side of Dragons. Oh my god, this was like my graphic novel era. I mean, these were the only graphic novels I read, and I read 15 books, but I fear you won't get me out of it now. So those are all my faves of May. Yeah, it was a really good media month. I had so much to intake and I loved it. So if you enjoyed this, then please like and subscribe and let me know down below what your faves are of May, and I will see you back in June and in next week's video. Okay, bye.